Welcome back, everyone, to episode 45 of the Buzz Mafia channel. Today, a lot more positive than our last one. Leafs go 2-1 over our last segment here. Bills, big dub. We're recording right after the Bills game. We'll talk about news around the league, some injuries. Teams are hot. Teams are kind of going downwards. And then we'll break down the next Leafs upcoming schedule. And then, of course, week 13 and getting into our betting segments. And, of course, we'll talk about our Movember breakdown as we are in December now. We'll talk about it. Go check out our YouTube, comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, all across our social media channels. Let's get into it.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 45 of the Buzz Mafia channel. Here with Jackson. Like I said in the intro, this is minutes after big Bills win. It was starting to get negative early on, but then honestly, as soon as that second half started, it seemed like it was over. But
unbelievably negative. I immediately texted you and said the positivity's out the window.
Yeah. After the last podcast, it was all about positivity, all about positive. Then it was, you said negativity or positivity is right out the window, but good weekend. I mean, the Leafs go 2-1 over the last few stretch here. Could easily have been 3-3-0 with that Washington game. We'll talk about that later on. But I think I don't know if we want to just get right into a kind of our Movember recap. Like, I think it's something that definitely caught us off guard. I don't know if you want to take it away from here.
Yeah, last minute I got a text from my mom's cousin this morning at 7 a.m. and I woke up asking if she should still donate, and I was like, well, you have a day. She goes, I did make a handshake agreement with your dad. I didn't tell my dad because he would have donated $1,000, and he's busy today. He had things going on. I didn't want to interrupt his day.
Good son.
Yeah, I'm thinking of him. But anyway, with the last second donation overall, I think my actual Movember page, which I was sharing at the beginning, and then I was sharing the team page, my actual Movember page, I was up to $850 donated. Between the two of us, we got up to $1,240. So just quick math, that's 62 kilometers we got to run. For those of you who don't know, we are, for every $20 that was donated, we were doing a kilometer. Turns out we probably maybe should have done every 50. But at the end of the day, we'll get it done. I don't think we're running 62K in one day. No. I think we'll probably have to split it up. We got to figure out how we're going to split it up. I think it makes sense to try to kind of just split it up over a 3 days, and you can run whatever distance you want over the 3 days, but it has to be finished within 3.
Yeah, and there has to be photo and video proof. We'll toss on our stories. The people that believe us will maybe, I know we both downloaded Strava. We've been using that, which is nice. So maybe I think in Strava, it's almost like a social media. You can kind of post a picture of it. So maybe we can do that, put on our story. Definitely comment and give us any ideas you have. I mean, I don't know if we're going to start this right away. I kind of want to make a game plan for it but at the end of the day, I don't even know for sure. What do you think our plan should be for actually, what is the gear? We say gear. Are you wearing a Bills jersey? Something how far are you going to go into this?
I think at least if we split it up over a week per se, or if we split it up over a week, I think the last, when you're going to run that last, your last kilometers, you have to be decked out fully. And you always have to have a piece of team material on you when you run. So whether it's a Bills hat, Bills shirt, or a Leafs hat, Leafs shirt.
Yeah.
But I think that the last kilometers I feel like we have to set a benchmark. The last kilometers has to be over 5 kilometers. So you have to at least you can't just run everything and then run 1 kilometer at the end. You have to run at least 5K in the gear. I'm going to get the Bills Zubaz pants, the striped pants. I'll have a Bills jersey on, probably a Bills hat, probably a Bills toque. Yeah. But yeah, I think if we do
I was thinking I'm gonna wear a Leafs jersey. My whole family has tons of Leafs jerseys, so I'll probably rock a new one every day. I think my dad has a Reimer jersey, so maybe I'll toss that one on. That, a Leafs toque. I don't know, maybe toss some gloves on or something. Like I don't know if I'll go full hockey pants or something like that, but maybe one of these runs we'll definitely have to go full on gear and see. But
yeah, I don't have any of my old football gear. I don't have any of my old football gear. So
I think definitely at least a jersey and a toque for sure. Like that's for sure for the whole run that I'll be doing at least.
For every single one. All right. That's fair.
Every single one. That's what I'll be doing. And then, yeah, I mean, that's easy for me. If every now and then maybe do something a bit more ridiculous if someone kind of says something, but we said it from the beginning. We got to stick to our word. 62 kilometers. That's I truly thought we were going to get like $500 maybe. So we over doubled that, which is awesome. I think our goal is 650. So we almost doubled that, which is awesome.
I think we maybe set it for a week because they're like realistically, if you try to run 62K in 3 days, you have to run at least 20 kilometers a day. And
well, let me let's just see here. Because like I use ChatGPT to write me a schedule. This is so I have 10, 14 and a half, 20. So for my schedule that I have ChatGPT write me, this week I have, starting Monday to Sunday, I have 34 kilometers planned.
All right.
So I may start tomorrow. We'll see. Like, I mean, like different, obviously.
If we did it over a week, like realistically, if we did the full week of 7 days, you have to run at least just, if you wanted to do it comfortably, you could run 10K a day. But like if there's a day you're not feeling as good, you could run a 5 and then boost it back up. You know what I mean?
Did we say we were going to do it in 2 weeks?
No. Like over a week. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry. But did we set like a timeline that we have to get this done by?
No, not necessarily. But I feel like we probably should.
No, for sure. No, I was like a week. Holy shit! But no, like I mean, I can almost promise I'll get it done by the new year. I think that's fair to say. I think that's great. 62 kilometers is a lot. I know, like I said, I'm running 34 kilometers this week, so I realistically, with the math, I should have it done in 2 weeks.
All right. Well, let's just set the deadline for before the Christmas break.
Yeah, I'm like the 20th or something like that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, and then
by episode, I guess that'd be like episode like 47.
How to put up a tracker. We'll have to put up a tracker for kilometers we're at, and we'll have to be checking in with each other because I'm on afternoons for the next 2 weeks, so I'm just going to be waking up and going for runs.
Yeah.
But then
I run after work, and I'll just use Strava, and you can upload pictures and stuff. I'll demand Jackson sending me videos and some photos kind of in the gear to show proof. Then you can put it on the Buds and Pucks Instagram story and everything like that. We'll have to be dialed with it.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I guess I'll start tomorrow too. I was gonna run 10K today, and then the weather was absolutely shit.
So
and
bad.
I for real did not want to do anything today. So I went down. I ran 6K on the treadmill, and then I walked another kilometer, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm going back upstairs.
I think we've talked about it a lot. We much prefer running outside. I don't care how cold it is, rather than on a treadmill. I just like the more flexibility and comfortability, like running outside. Today sucked. I don't know how I powered through it. I did run 13 today in this complete slush, rain/snow. It was hell. My shoes were so heavy. I felt like I had weights on my feet. But tomorrow's gonna be better. I think tomorrow's gonna be 3K, and I think that's probably when I'll get my first Leafs gear run in. And it's supposed to be a little bit nicer. So I don't care if it's -10. I'd rather run in that, but it depends on like the conditions on the ground.
Yeah, me too.
Running outside, right? But even in the rain, I'll run in a rain. I don't give a shit. It's more if there's slush.
Dude,
snow.
I kind of like running in the rain.
It's nice. It's cool down your face sometimes. Like it's not too bad.
It's nice.
All right, man. But yeah, thank you everyone for Movember. I know we kind of joke around about it, but it was way bigger than we could have thought. It was awesome. So thank you, everyone.
Definitely do it again next year for sure too, and we'll 100%. Have more of a plan and won't make 100%. It up as much on the fly.
I would like to. I know you mentioned someone who does like something. I would like to do this like year round. If we can do this, keep in a different aspect too. Like maybe I know I'm running the marathon up in May. Like if we can do something leading up to that, stuff like that, sponsorships, like that'd be really cool. I'd like to do that. Not just this once a year. Obviously, Movember is a big one, but there's other stuff other than men's health, right, that we can look towards. So
yeah,
definitely look into that. Please message us if you have any ideas. But let's get into our draft or dump, and maybe a bit more on the negative side. I'm dumping again. I may dump two things, but first dump, I think I texted you about it, is this whole Lane Kiffin thing. I think this is insane. I like it in the sense of it's just been hilarious, and I forget who the news reporter is who's been following him, but he has been so gassed trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh, Marty Smith.
Yeah, he has been. The memes of him, like 100 years old, it's hilarious. He's
I saw one. It was like, it's 60 years from now. Akron has now won 2 national championships back to back, and Ole Miss and LSU still don't have a coach.
It's so funny. But yeah, the whole thing, for people who don't know, it's basically, it was rumored that he was going to go to Florida or LSU. And it seemed like LSU. I think his daughter's there, and I think he wanted to go to LSU. I mean, also 10 years, $90 million. That sure helps. And yeah, and basically the whole thing is Ole Miss is okay, fine. If you want to sign with LSU now, we're not letting you coach in the playoffs. You already committed to that team, which for sure, understandable. And then he wanted to coach the rest of the playoffs because Ole Miss is what, like 8th, 7th in the country? Like they're a top 10 team.
Oh, they're going to go
in
up
the nation.
Now. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so... And then his last game was Mississippi State over this weekend, and he kind of, from what I heard, he threatened the staff, saying like, hey, like he wanted to bring a lot of his offensive minds to LSU, and he said, hey, either you come on this plane with me right now, or you'll never have the chance to come with me to my staff in LSU. I'm not sure. I think he brought some offensive minds with him to LSU. I know the defensive coordinator stayed, who is now the head coach.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, it's the whole thing's nuts. And I mean,
it's insane.
I don't know. His message too on Twitter, it's like, oh, I prayed, I talked to God and all this. And it's just like,
did you see the one meme?
Yeah.
It was like Lane Kiffin, I'm going to pray on this and talk to God for some guidance. And it's just Jesus. Yeah, fuck over Ole Miss and make sure you can't coach them during the college football playoff.
It's just crazy because
they have a legitimate shot to win the title.
100% they do. It's crazy.
And you're going to an LSU program that's 7-5, fired their head coach halfway through the season and is in shambles.
Yeah, and you're losing Nussmeier. I mean, I'm sure recruiting is going to be through the roof. I'm sure you can figure it out. But yeah, and to me, this goes for all sports. I have no problem if a guy wants to take the money, like leave a team. Obviously, there's a loyalty issue. But at the end of the day, I just want guys to kind of be open about it. I know it's kind of hard for people to do. Like, yes, his daughter's there, but it's the 90 sheets in the bank and $10 million a year. Yeah. That is kind of what's making you go over there. If he said, like, hey, dude, honestly, I love my time in Ole Miss. This is generational wealth that now my family's set up for decades or for generations, right? If he said that, fuck, dude, it's hard to turn down $90 million. I don't know how much Ole Miss is willing to. I don't think they were going to do that. I'm sure they would have paid him a decent handsome, but yeah, the whole thing. And then, yeah, maybe I'll say my other dump for another time. Or I can talk about it now if you want. It happened over the weekend.
You can talk about it now.
It's the channel flipping culture. It needs to stop. We're big sports fans. We love, we're big into baseball now. We love hockey. We love football, all different types of football. I have no problem with, there's 2 games for a fact on and what channels are flipping between them. I don't like flipping without a motivation or without like a direct guide to it. Like at one point, shout out your incredible brother, we were watching the Iron Bowl, Auburn, Alabama, and then we're just switching at one point. We watched Barnyard for fucking 8 seconds. We watched Nebraska volleyball. We turned on like F1. We turned on the Vancouver game for 5 seconds. It's crazy. It's
Harry
nuts.
Potter was in there.
Harry Potter, which I love.
Transformers.
Harry Potter, like, it's crazy. And I have no problem. A direct motive, like, yes, the Vancouver game's on, Leaf game was on. We like flip it back and forth, and then. But just the no guide and then tossing on volleyball, it was a mess. It was a mess. But yeah, I'll head over to you.
The one time he did it to Nick, I don't think I've ever seen Nick more mad. We were watching UFC and Kevin flipped over to NASCAR.
Oh,
Nick was gonna kill him.
I would have lost my shit. Nick in his UFC. All right, how about you, buddy?
No, yeah, we talked about it a little bit already. I'm just drafting Running in the Rain. I last week on Tuesday I went out on Monday. I went out for 10K on Sunday, and I was like, oh, I could probably go out and do another 4 or 5. And I went out, and it was like misty, rainy. It wasn't super nice out, and it was so nice. And I was listening to music. I was enjoying myself. And then, I'm not going to lie, I got into the 4-kilometer range, and I got a horrible cramp, so I just walked the rest of the way. But even a walk in the rain, because I was already soaked, I was like, I don't even care. This is kind of nice.
It's nice, especially if it's like a little drizzle. If it's pouring, obviously sucks and you feel, but a little drizzle is nice.
When I went out for my 10K, the shitty thing I do not like is I went out for my 10K. I got 2.5 kilometers out, and it started raining sideways for like 10 minutes. And then out of nowhere, it was sunny and windy and beautiful. And then now I'm like just absolutely soaking wet for no reason. So, but yeah, that's my draft. That's it.
All right, man. Are you ready to get into some sports? This is 15 minutes of Movember and then dumping and drafting. So
yeah,
let's get right into it. But again, thank you everyone for Movember. That was awesome to see all the results there. But yeah, getting off into some injuries. I don't know if you saw the Cal Palmieri injury. He's out for 6 to 8 months with a torn ACL. But did you see what happened? Like what he did with the play, though? So he got dumped in the left corner, 6 to 8 months, torn ACL. That sucks. He skated up the boards, obviously leaning over his knee, but then he stripped the defender because no one realized he was like on the ground for like 10 seconds. Stripped the D of the puck, quick backhand sauce to someone, assist as he's getting off the ice, done for the season and likely next season. So pretty sick, but I mean he's a 35-year-old winger who he's out 8 months. What's the ranking of the CL? Is it PCL, MCL, then ACL is the worst one? Like what's like ACL is the worst one. Yeah,
ACL is the worst, and then the PCL is on the inside, I believe. And the MCL is on the outside of your knee. Your LCL is on the outside. PCL somewhere. I don't know.
Respect.
It's more of a Taylor question, for being honest.
And another injury. This one sucks. Logan Cooley. It was a knee on knee with the Torpachenko, I think, on St. Louis. He was kicked out of the game. They're thinking it's just a quad contusion, but whenever you see knee on knee and a guy can't get up, that always
that's not good.
Is tough. So, but we'll see. All right, let's get to the kind of things around the league. Things are just getting ugly in Nashville. They stink. They stink. They're dead last in the NHL. I mean, I remember I think when we first started this podcast, I think it was, we started mid-season.
Yeah, it was mid-season.
It was mid-season, but I remember when Nashville, that one offseason, they got Marchessault and they got Stamkos and they got Brady Shea. I thought they were going to be good. I didn't think people had them like winning the Central, being top of the league. I didn't think they were going to be that good. And now, last year was a big one. Now they stink. They suck. Horrible. It's horrible. Like Steven Stamkos stinks. Marchessault's not doing well. I feel bad for Forsberg. He's done so well there. He had 48 goals like 2-3 years ago. I mean, he's 31 years old. I think he has like 4 or 5 years left on his deal. I mean, I just came out with a video of our Monday videos, the trade videos where I did Andrei Svechnikov trade rumors. And the trade I had was Svechnikov for Philip Forsberg because Carolina, they don't want to do any futures. They want a trade that'll make them better. I mean, like what all teams want to do, but they don't want like cap quality or draft value or whatever. They want to buy would make them better. Forsberg to me is definitely better than Svechnikov, but he's older. Svech has some years left on his deal. I don't hate a 1-for-1 there, but yeah, Nashville is just in a tough spot. And they have 5th overall Brady Martin, but like he's a good prospect, obviously 5th overall. He's that farmer up in Elmira, I think. But yeah, they need, as much as they need Gavin McKenna, I would fucking hate if Gavin McKenna went to Nashville. I would hate that. That's not cool. I don't want that. That would suck. I'd much rather Vancouver, Calgary. That's pretty much it. I don't really want him to go to St. Louis either. Yeah, Calgary does stink too. By the way, when I posted our Pacific Division rankings, I think I had Calgary last or second last to San Jose. I was looking pretty accurate right now. And Calgary fans came at me. He's like, "Oh, like we're gonna surprise people again. You guys suck. You stink. You cannot score. You guys are old." Zane Parekh, I mean, he's injured now, but he sucked when he played. You guys suck. So suck on that, Flames fans.
The Sharks aren't doing too bad. The Sharks are 11-3.
I was gonna put Calgary. I can't remember. I have to look back. I was gonna put Calgary last, which I might have. I don't really remember. But Yeah, and we'll talk about. I talk about Vancouver every podcast. They're not doing good. I mean, Quinn Hughes is buzzing. I love it. Shout out Jack. He's in a tough spot right now. We'll talk about that in the NFL coming up. But I want to talk about Tampa, dude. Tampa's on fire. They've 7 in a row. Kucherov has 17 points in his last 8 games, and the guy who I said to sell in fantasy has 13 points his last 8 and 8 goals in his last 8. I mean, this is so crazy. Like the Eastern Conferences, like they are by far first in the Eastern right now, and if you win a few games in a row, like you are top of the league. That's why if Toronto could have won that Washington game or gotten a point, like that's a huge jump. Now we're not too far out of the playoffs, even though we're second last in the East, and this kind of ties into the other Atlantic team, Detroit, because. Again, Tampa had a tough start. They weren't looking good, but then when you rifle off 7 in a row.
Rifle off 7 in a row, and especially early in the year.
Yeah, exactly. And now Detroit, who was first in the Atlantic at 1 point, now they're a point out of the playoffs. They lost 4 in a row. So they're only a point out of the playoffs. Even when they were first in division, they had a minus goal differential. They have the worst goal differential in the entire Eastern Conference at minus 12. That's worse than Toronto. That's worse than Buffalo. And they also, I think I think we talked about last podcast when they were first in the Atlantic, they were still a minus goal differential. And we're like, their losses are bad. Like they lose really bad. But when they win, they win. And it's just like, I looked at their points. Lark, go ahead.
I was going to say, I swear this year is this year feels like the first year where you've seen multiple games that are over 7 goals for one team.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto 7-2. There's another game like 9-1.
Colorado beat Montreal like 9-1 or 8-2 or something like that.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, it's like that's what happens. Like Detroit, you first in the East, but then when you go on a skid like that, even 4 isn't crazy. Definitely sucks. But now you're 4-4-2 in your last 10. Talbot last 6 games, almost 3 goals against, or 2.8, 881 save percentage. John Gibson last 2 games, 5 goals against. Like it's just, I don't know. I was never high on Detroit. I always liked, Montreal, Ottawa better, obviously Toronto. But yeah,
I had a question for you actually, because some of the fucking Sports Insiders guys were saying that they only see 2 Canadian teams getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Winnipeg, even though they're on a skid because Hellebuck's out for 4 to 6 weeks, which we didn't talk about last pod. Yeah, I mean, Vancouver sucks. Calgary sucks. Ottawa, I think, will make it. Montreal should make it. I mean, I still have hope for Toronto. They're probably 50-50 right now, but I mean, out of the West, like Winnipeg's their only shot. Or Edmonton. I mean, I'll never doubt McDavid for not making at least the playoffs, but
he's been showing frustration though, eh?
Oh my God. Well, people thought that was him leaving the ice when he slid. That wasn't him who smashed his stick.
No.
In that practice. That was Kapanen. His first practice back, he tweaked something in the first drill and he's like, fuck me. So he's out for again, and then he was pissed. I don't think that was McDavid.
Oh, I thought McDavid did too.
I don't think so, but I mean, he probably did. And that was funny. I posted that Wallstead video. Today I posted it. And then Emerson, our local Edmonton ball licker, he messaged me saying, "You're really going to post this after Stu has a legacy shutout against Seattle?" I was like, dude, his goals against is like 4.2. Like, I'm not hyping up a fucking shutout against Seattle. But yeah. And then I wrote in the notes here, Marner IQ. I haven't ranted about Marner in a while, which has been nice. But that IQ video, I think I told you about it last night. That IQ video was a joke. Like, so people don't know. I'm sure you've seen it. It's all over Twitter. Like, NHL, obviously during like before season, they'll always get guys and ask questions, stuff like who has the best hands in the league, who has they'll do stuff like that, right? They do it for all sports. And one of the questions they asked a bunch of guys, like, who has the highest IQ? A lot of people said Crosby. I think Marner originally said Barkov or something, or maybe Crosby. Then afterwards, he's like, I like to throw myself into that debate. And then some of the highlights were hilarious. It was like Hamming in the Montreal playoffs, flicking the puck a million feet in the air for a delayed game penalty. Ham against Anaheim this year when Cutter Gauthier scored the OT winner. And hey, I know Toronto's struggling. They're saying it's because of Marner, but Marner right now is on pace for like 75 points. It's not like he's fucking lighting it up. And I don't know if you see some of these videos of teams just bullying him. Lars Eller was beefing him, which was awesome.
The Vegas fans are getting fed up with him pretty quick. Pay $12 million and not getting quite a lot out of him.
Yeah, so every now and then when the Leafs suck and I see highlights like that, yeah, he's a bitch. I want to talk about dude. So obviously we're definitely gonna have a few Colorado glazing, which I do quite a bit because they're so good. Nate Dogg has 20 goals this year, tied with Morgan Geekie for the league lead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll talk about Geekie, but Nathan McKinnon has 44 points in 25 games this year, I think.
Jesus Christ.
And him and Geekie, dude, they're tied for the most goals in this calendar year with 47. Dude, Morgan Geekie just signed a contract, I think for like 6 more years. He makes 5.5. He makes $2 million more than Dakota Joshua.
That's crazy.
Or 2, and I think Joshua makes like 3, 2.5, 3, and Geekie makes 5.5. And do you see his like interview the other day? He's like, I should not be up there. He's like, I do not belong up there. Which is awesome. As much as I hate Boston, like, I mean, you can't deny, like, they're fucking battling every single night. Like, Pasternak's incredible. Their new coach, Marco Sturm, is just having them play the Boston Bruins away. Do I still think it's going to keep going on? No, but I don't see why not. Honestly, like, their first-line center is just a fourth-line center on another team a few years ago. So, and yeah, shout out Morgan Geekie. Again, $2 more million than Dakota Joshua. 20 goals this year. First 2 to 20 goals this year. Last little thing, obviously we got to talk about Colorado again. Straight up, Blackwood and Wedgewood might both be going to the Olympics for Canada.
Dude, they're insane.
So Blackwood's last 3 games, he came off, he had an injury at the beginning of the season. His last three games, 0.6 goals against average. Not a 1.6, a 0.6. 967 save percentage. And the season, 6 games played, 1.98 goals against, 0.925 save percentage. And then Wedgewood, who's been holding it down since he's come back, or when Blackwood was hurt. Last 4 games, 1.47 GAA, 925 save percentage. And then 18 games played this season, a 2 goals against average, 908 save percentage.
That's
like,
unbelievable.
How do you not take both of them? Honestly, like, I think Logan Thompson has secured it. Actually, sorry, no, I say Binnington secured it just because of the history and what he has shown. He's earned that right. Montebo, see ya. Aiden Hill, see ya. I like the way Logan Thompson's playing, obviously, for Washington. Washington's playing a lot better right now, and he's got some grit. Obviously, there's apparently issues with Logan Thompson and Bruce Cassidy, head coach of Vegas. Not sure what that's about. We talked about that last pod, but
yeah, that's fucking
fuck, man. I would be shocked, or I'd be pissed off if not one of those Colorado goalies were on Team Canada. Most likely Blackwood. Most likely Blackwood. I know he's been hurt beginning of the year, but he is a starter of Colorado. I think you take Blackwood, but fuck.
Did you hear this whole thing about the hockey? In Italy?
Oh, they don't have a fucking arena. They don't have an arena ready.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I know, and I think we talked about it last night at your place. Like, yeah, they have like a Applebee arena there, but it's like, dude, it's the Olympics. We got to fit like 15,000 people in here.
Yeah, the arena
and
only.
I don't even know if they've started on it. The Olympics start in February, and obviously they're in Italy, so it's like Switzerland's right there, and they're like, hey, like Switzerland's a pro league. Why don't we just play there? And they're like, no, it's here or nowhere. And don't quote me on this. I think I told you guys this last night. I'm pretty sure wherever city or place that an event is being held, they get the money from that event that they make. I'm not positive on that, but that makes sense to me. Or maybe there's an agreement. I'm not sure, but this would be hilarious and just shitty if it's all this build up and there's just no hockey.
It would really unbelievably shitty.
It would be. But then we can hold out
I love the Winter Olympics because I love watching fucking skiing and shit. But
yeah, me too.
Without hockey, it really sucks.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Herbert to undergo surgery, repair fracture in left hand. That's not good. Well, they're already done. I don't care if they won.
No, they're 8-4 now.
I don't believe on them. They beat the Raiders. Raiders stink. All right, now let's get into some Leaf news before we head the NFL. I mean, hey, I guess with that Washington loss is such a kick in the dick, but I mean, they still 2-1 last 3.
Horrible.
It sucked. That really sucked. But they beat Columbus. I mean, Woll really stole that one. That was first game that Nyes, Poppy, and Nicholas Wall were back. Classic Willie, just completely defensive breakdowns. There was one play that they had a power play. I think it was in the second period, maybe. I'm not sure. and it was kind of a giveaway at the blue line. And instead of just kind of turning around, skating backwards, he tried to like pick the play because it was like the Columbus shorthanded guys were coming down, and he stood at the blue line, like kind of like hoping to stop them, and they just skated around him. Then it was a 3-on-1. Austin Matthews as our defender, and we stopped it obviously, but. And then it's just classic Willie. Berube gives him a fucking earful, and then he scores the OT winner. So it's like, it's just, his defense is so bad, and sometimes his effort is, but then he's just such a gamer. So it's kind of hard to get on him. He scores these big goals. But like, so dude, tough. His defense and effort sometimes is laughable. It's so bad. But
so bad.
And it's when I had Nick Alberga on. It's like, he's like, Willie's going to Willie. Like, what Willie? She's about to say, what Willie?
Hello.
What really can you do? What really can you do? You know what I mean?
What Willie can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a sick goal for Cowan. That was a snipe to tie it up late. And again, assist by Nylander. So it's like, what can you do? And yeah, that Washington game sucked. I mean, we had the 2-1 lead with 7 minutes left. We can't keep relying on Woll. We got to kind of have a pushback. Nylander didn't play. I think he was sick, even though apparently there's rumors that Berube just said, you're not playing. Defense was horrible.
Did you see his interview? His interview is so funny.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he basically.
Like, what'd you do over these last 48 hours? He goes, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that tying, I can't remember if it's a tying goal or first goal, but the pass to Beauvillier just right between Riley's. Like, he could have easily taken the man. He looked at the puck. That's something they teach you in fucking Timbits hockey, and the pass right across Dub, dude, and then I'll say that chicken one timer was sick, and I was like, oh fuck.
I turned the game
so many
on.
breakaways, like fuck, man.
I turned the game on. I'm waiting for fucking Nick and Gwen came over Friday night, so I turned the game on. Immediately turned the game on. Connor McMichael scores to tie it up. Like, yeah, all right, sick. So I turned the game off, and then we lose 4-2. It was sick.
That sucked. But then, you know what? They Leafs haven't done this all year. They rebounded very well. And then it's a game that we didn't watch for our superstitions, but we saw the highlights. 7-2 win, just complete effort. Woll was awesome. Def players scored. Domi had 2 points. I think Joshua scored and Waugh scored. Nye scored. Matthews scored. Like, it was just a complete great bounce back since the Washington game.
It's a needed win.
It was, but fuck, man, that's 6 points to grab there would have been so nice. Even 5 points, but take what we can get. We have a massive schedule coming up. We got Florida on the 2nd, which obviously this will come out on the 3rd. Florida's 5-5 in their last 10. Play Carolina in Carolina on Thursday. They're 5-3-2. Then on Saturday night hockey, we play Montreal in Toronto. Montreal's been kind of a skid. And then we got the red hot Tampa Bay Lightning on Monday, who are 8-2 in their last 10. So
Jesus Christ.
Before we get on to football and everything, I do kind of want to. I wrote a note here saying time to get real about Poppy. I have a few notes on him. He's clearly not the same player that he was when he won MVP. Like, that's just obvious. He's just not.
Yeah, he's not.
Or his 70-goal season, any of that. And I want to defend him, but also criticize at the same time. It's like, people calling him soft, people calling him, pussy, all this stuff, right? Like, I don't believe that at all. Like, I think some guys' bodies just give out on them. And, look about comparing to football, like Luke Kuechly, all these guys, Andrew Luck, all these guys, they try to battle through this stuff. And I think he's a dog. He tries his best, but it's like, dude, obviously they're very quiet about their injuries, but we're rumored like wrist surgery, back. Apparently now this one's his shoulder, the one on the Zadorov, which makes sense the way the hit happened. But I don't know, some of these athletes, especially Austin Matthews, I think you can say he's made of glass, which is fair. Like, he's tendency to injure. It's what happens sometimes. But I don't know. I don't think he is soft. I think he does whatever he can to play, but he's just not the same player. He's not. No. I mean, is his average game still a lot better than most players? For sure, but you can't say he's a top 5 center in this league. You just can't. But I still think he's a heck of a player. Again, criticizing, but also defending same time. I think he does his best, but it's like some athletes. Like, sometimes their body just gives up on them, and sometimes when's the last time they were 100% healthy, right? I can't remember.
That's the thing. Like, you get hurt early in the year, then you're playing the rest of the year injured, and your body's never going to fully recover. So it's like,
no.
To be honest, ever since he got the captaincy, like, he's the injuries and everything. It's just like, I feel like he bears such a burden on his own shoulders.
Well, look at Tavares, how he's thrived with the seat get taken away. He's been one of our best players. He's like top 10 in points right now.
Yeah, it's like when any type of athlete, like you look at Rory with the Masters, you look at, I mean, even like look at Josh Allen or Lamar with getting to a Super Bowl, even just getting to one. It's just, you wear such a burden, and the longer that it takes, the more and more you feel like it's never going to happen, and that suspicion slowly creeps in. So it becomes one of these things, right? So
yeah. But yeah, on the end of the day, I think I love Matthews. He's one of my favorite Leafs of all time. We kind of like, he came in the league when we were 15, 16 years old. We're 25 now, right? So always love him, but it sucks to see that he scored, he had a great goal against Pittsburgh. And again, he works his bag off, but it's not really the 2022 MVP Matthews we're really seeing anymore. But all right, you ready to get into some Thanksgiving football in week 13 here?
Yes, I am.
And we're starting off with just an absolute kick in the dick for my big bro. Packers win 31-24. Love was awesome, 4 touchdowns. Goff was solid with 2. And dude, I don't know if you saw the graphic. Gibbs cannot figure out Green Bay. His stats against Green Bay are horrible. They have one of the best D-line in football, and they could not establish a run. And just the Lions just too hurt. Jameson was awesome, but their O-line's too hurt, just like the Bills. Like Ragnow apparently was trying to come out of retirement. They're all pro centerman, but then what injury did he have that he failed the physical?
Hamstring strain.
Yeah, so I mean, that would have been incredible if he came back.
Game. Like, it's still a close game. It's just more the fact, like, that was the most complete game I've seen Jordan Love play in the NFL.
100%. Me too.
Like,
everything about it. Scrambling, the pocket, under gun, everything.
It was the best he played, and I hate to say it, Jack's gonna hate this, but like, if Jordan Love is on his game like that, and you have an O-line that's beat up for the Lions, Jared Goff is not going to be able to compete. Like, it's
no.
It's not, even with the weapons that the Packers have, which they're not great. Like, they're not
Christian
amazing.
Watson's great. He's been solid. I think he's been good, but I guess that's
they're
about
solid,
it.
But like, they're not like standout 100% number ones. Like, you wouldn't slot them in on a team over. You wouldn't slot them in over Amon-Ra or anyone like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, if Goff doesn't have time, it seems to be a bit of a panic. And if they can't establish the run game, even look, we'll get into what happened with Indy, but like, you can't establish a run game and you can't sustain drives. That's a momentum killer in the NFL, especially as you get later in the season with injuries. So I don't know. They need to bounce back, because right now the Bears are first in the NFC overall. They're the 1 seed, and like, the Bears have a shitty schedule coming up. They play the Packers twice. They play, I think, the Lions again. Like, but the NFC is so packed up at the top, and so is the AFC. Like, it's a crazy time of year now. Like, after the Bills win today against the Steelers, the Ravens are now first in the fucking AFC North after starting 1-5.
One of our buddies said us in our fantasy chat, like, he said no AFC teams would make the playoffs in the NFC. And honestly, we're Bills fans, so we take that offense. But at the same time, how many AFC teams would fucking make the playoffs in the NFC?
Well, that's actually a really good question, because I pulled up the standings. So
I don't think it's that crazy a thing to say. No. I know we're Bills fans, everything, but like I don't think if you give the Patriots, I know the Patriots are 10-2, but if you give them
the only division in the NFC that is really no AFC team would make it potentially, but you can't even say that, like, because the Patriots are the only 10-win team. The Broncos are 9-2. The Bills are now 8-4. Like, the NFC West, you have 3 teams tied, or you have 2 teams tied at 9-3, 1 team at 9-4. NFC South, you have 2 teams 7-5, 7-6. NFC North 9-3, 8-3-1, 7-5, and then the NFC East 8-4. So it's like, they're stacked up and they're like good teams, but their records aren't amazing. It's just the fact that it's super close. Like, you know what I mean? When you look at the AFC, it's just the competition in these divisions is not as crazy. The drop off at the second team out, like Patriots 10-2, Bills 8-4, and then you get to the Dolphins and the Jets, and they're both under 500. AFC North is just dog shit. You don't have a team that's over 500. The AFC South, though, you have the Jags 8-4, the Colts at 8-4, the Texans at 7-5. Then the AFC West, you have 9-2, 8-4, and then 6-6. So it's just the competition is not as tight between the 1, 2, and 3 seed in each division. But like, I also didn't want to get into an argument with Emerson right away about fucking when he texted about the Seahawks defense. I was like, no, that's not true. That's not true. They're really
Minnesota
good.
with their second quarter, with their backup quarterback.
And you're playing fucking Minnesota with Joe from accounting at quarterback.
Yeah, seriously. All right, but now we'll go to another AFC versus NFC game. Chiefs Cowboys. Cowboys win 31-28. Mahomes, did what he could, 4 touchdowns, but fuck, dude. CD and Pickens, just like they balled with CD for the first half of the game. Then Pickens started to get loose, and then he closed the game out with almost like 80 yards in the second half. But he didn't touch the ball a lot in the first half. He's just incredible. And Rice 2 touchdowns, but they don't necessarily have to win out. But another loss, and they're kind of cooked.
Yeah, they're kind of cooked.
They can't really lose him. I think if they get one more loss, then
that was not the one game. Yeah, that was not the one game that I had them losing. The one game I had them losing was they play the Texans, the Chargers, and I had them losing to the Broncos in week 16. Yeah. So I had them beating Cowboys, Texans, Chargers.
They'll beat the Chargers, yeah.
That's tough because it's a divisional game, man.
I know it is different, but Dallas. Just,
and even the Texans are trending in the right direction. Dallas is a wagon right now.
They're incredible. I know Tony Romo. Obviously he's biased, but he was on the broadcast. It's like last week they beat the Eagles last week. They beat the Chiefs this week, and now they play the Lions. And now they play the Lions on Thursday, and it's like this is a gauntlet that they're in. And Eagles are slipping. I don't know how many games back. Dallas, I think they're 2 games back of the Eagles. I think because they're 6-5-1. I'm pretty sure the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, they're 6-5-1. They're 2 games
and
back.
And it's just like I can't see the Eagles losing too many more games. But this offense, one of the best in football. Dak is playing at an MVP level, and at home too. They're unbeatable. When they're in Jerry's world, they don't lose.
Yeah, well, the Eagles play the Chargers, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Bills, and then the Commanders again.
Oh, so play the Commanders twice, okay. But Jay Daniels will likely be back. I think he might be back. There's rumors of him being back tonight, which I don't think he will. We're filming on Sunday night here.
Even still, they'll beat the Chargers. That defense will beat up on the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Raiders could be a trap game. The Commanders-Eagles game will be close. They'll lose to the Bills. And then...
Yes, sir.
They'll probably beat the Commanders in week. Actually, they always lose to the Commanders late in the season. So, I don't know. Like the Eagles, I just don't I trust the Cowboys right now more, and they have a worse record. But the way their offense is humming, like they put up fucking over 25 points a game. Like their last...
Light work.
Yeah, the Cowboys' last, 4 or 5 games overall, they've put up... So against the Eagles, they put up 24. They put up 31 against the Chiefs, 33 against the Raiders. Then they had a horrible loss to the Cardinals, bad loss to the Broncos, but then 44, 27, 37, 40. They're putting up they put up over 20 in almost every single game this year, except for 2 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, they're hot right now, but it's not like it's, again, they're 6-5-1. They still have a mountain to climb, but they're the hottest team in football right now the last few weeks. Bengals, Ravens, another brother that's in shambles right now. Bengals win 32-14. I have Lamar in fantasy. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. Obviously,
he's got to still be hurt.
Yes, but it was a calf issue, and his throws are just completely over the head. He's missing him, and he scrambled the ball fine, honestly. It's just some of these plays he was making, and the Bengals defense, I don't know if they were that bad that they made the Bengals defense look good, but I don't think they look bad.
No,
Burrow wasn't even his best, but they stink.
Yeah, I don't know. The Bengals, I'm surprised Burrow's even playing. The Bengals, I think, mathematically don't really have a chance to get into the playoffs.
They have a 1% chance.
They're 3-8, 4-8 now. They finish the season. They play the Bills next week on Sunday. They play the Ravens again. And then they play the Dolphins, the Cardinals, and the Browns. So actually, realistically, they probably, I fucking hope they lose to the Bills next week. Probably lose to the Ravens, then beat the Dolphins, the Cardinals, and the Browns, and go 6-10. God damn, that's horrible. But yeah, anyway, there was just the Ravens just can't. I figured they were going to lose this game only because they were on riding such a high, but they had not been playing well. Overall, they were not playing great. Burrow was coming back. Chase was back. Chase Brown's running the rock really well right now. So yeah, it's just like I thought they're gonna lose, and yeah.
All right, let's get to Sunday, and we'll talk about the morning games before we talk about the big Bills dub. Falcons at Jets didn't really pay much.
We missed the Bears Eagles, dude.
Oh, fuck, Bears Eagles. Sorry, Bears Eagles. We were talking about the Bears earlier, so I thought, Bears win 24-15 on Friday night. They're legit contenders now. I mean, that's obvious. Obviously, they're first in the NFC. They're first in the obviously NFC North and everything. Just their running back duo. Manunga had like 130. Swift had like 110 or 120. I mean, Caleb was okay. He had some great scrambles. I mean, that touchdown pass to Cole Kmet was insane.
Kmet was ridiculous.
Going to the left, throwing with his right off shoulder was crazy. And my brother actually texted me this because obviously he was in shambles. Like he's getting up there with like Josh and Mahomes at like dodging sacks. Like he is really like he's getting insane at it. Like he's a great scrambler. He's great at dodging sacks. And shout out Joe Thuney. I mean, the Super Bowl champion with the Pats and with the Chiefs. He's been awesome for them, and he's kind of taken that young O-line. And yeah, man, if their defense can look like that, I know the Eagles' offense has struggled, but if their defense, Bears defense can look like that, because we know they can put up, like the Cowboys, we know they can put up like 21 a game.
Yeah.
Right? They have weapons, like you said last week. You called this game. You called it. And with Odunze, DJ Moore, Loveland's been playing a lot
still
better.
Did nothing. They'll put up fucking 35 points. Odunze will do nothing. They'll put up 15. Odunze will have 92 fantasy
He'll have
points.
everything. Yeah, I know. But yeah, man. I mean, Ben Johnson. I think he's even if they lose out, I feel like he's coach of the year. Like he has already solidified it. Obviously, look at the Seattle coach and everything like that. But I think it's clearly.
Actually, I had a question for you about this too. You think if Burrow comes back and doesn't lose a game, he wins comeback player of the year again?
Or
do you think it has to be Daniel Jones?
30 year total? Like,
I feel like it has to be Daniel Jones.
Yeah, no.
Or
he's
Sam
playing
Darnold.
a fucking broken fibula right now, which is nuts. Sam Darnold too, but like, yeah, I mean, I think it's Daniel Jones. If Burrow fucking wins it, it's not crazy because he'll be undefeated this year. And after what happened with his ouchie toe, but I don't know. That'd be crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, fuck, man, the Eagles. But Bears 9-3 is absolutely ridiculous. And now who do they play next week? They play the Packers next week. Oh, baby.
They play the Packers. They have a gauntlet of a schedule coming.
They
up.
do. Yeah, they do. But okay, ready to talk about Sunday here?
Yeah, get into it.
Falcons, Jets, like I said earlier before I was rudely cut off by Jackson.
Rudely.
Jets win 27-24, their third win of the season, I think, right? Third win? Second win?
Yeah.
Third win. Bijan, this Falcons team stinks. Like, Bijan carried them with 140 yards. Jets offense wasn't terrible. Defense kind of made some plays, but yeah, I mean, not much to say in this
Super
game.
Bowl was beating the Bills.
Yeah, which honestly makes it that stinks that they fucking beat the Bills.
But it's their Super Bowl. It's like I'm all right.
Josh knows what he's doing. All right, he wanted to have them win that. And I respect it. All right. I mean, talk about team in shambles. I mean, Penix, I heard, may fucking miss all of next year. So I don't know what. So Kirk O'Chains is going to step up to the plate.
They're going to be drafting or trading for a quarterback.
They will be. All right, Cardinals, Bucks. Tay's pick. She is an absolute just.
Absolutely.
She's like Oz the mentalist when it comes to ball. Like she fucking knows it. She knows what's going to happen.
She thought she lost this week. Taylor, you won this week. We're good.
She's probably not even surprised. She's like, yeah, I know.
She's not even surprised.
Dude. Yeah,
she thought she took the Chiefs over the Cowboys.
And she's 8-1. But yeah, Bucks win 2017. Didn't cover the spread, but I mean, Jacoby 40 throwing attempts again, just hucking the ball. Tristan Wirf's touchdown, which was sick.
I don't think. This is what I added.
Injuries. Yeah,
I just don't think they'll be good long term with their injuries. Like they can be a playoff team, but
when did they play the Panthers? The Panthers had a huge win against. We'll get to the Rams game, but like, are they tied in record, or does Bucks have one more win?
The Bucks are still at the top, I believe, with the win today. But I think they might be tied with their overall record.
No, I think the overall record might be the same.
Yeah, no, the Panthers are 7-6. The Bucks are 7-5.
Yes. Okay. Still, though, I mean, the Panthers, they're a sneaky team. Their defense, like their secondary with J.C. Horn, like they're getting those big plays. And I mean, Bryce Young is inconsistent, but he can. I mean, Ted McMillan, they can make plays with Rico Dowdle. Like it's interesting.
Kind of the same team, man. Like their point differential is pretty well the same. Their home and away record is pretty well the same. Like they're pretty well the same team. And Bryce Young looked amazing today.
He did look great. That game-winning pass to Ted McMillan was sick, and it's just Ted McMillan's a fucking monster.
The 2 fourth down touchdowns
Egbuka really has kind of fallen off since his record hot start, but he may be injured. I know he got left out. I think he missed a few games with an injury, so maybe he's playing with something, and he just knew that they can't not have him on the field. Yeah. But Texans-Colts, this was a massive game. Texans win 2016. Colts kind of imploding. Jones, I know you guys told me this last night. I know he was playing with a broken fibula. That's insane.
Yeah, he's got I think it's a slight fracture in his fibula.
Jesus Christ. But I mean, he looked fine. I mean, 2 touchdowns. It was just a defensive game. You had the Nico Collins under. He had like 100 yards. So.
Yeah, I was wrong.
But Stroud's back, and that was just a defensive war. 2 divisional teams. And Houston, man, they've won 4 in a row now? 5 in a row?
They're making it tight in that division. Like they're 7-5. The Colts are 8-4. It's a tight division now.
And who they got next week? The fucking they might both be on bye.
Dude,
no, Colts at Jaguars. That's a big game. Oh my god,
that's a huge game.
That's huge. And I think that Texans Chiefs. Holy shit! Yeah, I'm pumped for that. That's
really
crazy.
Big games.
But for all 4 of those teams involved in those games, those are huge. Yeah. But all right, moving on. Saints Dolphins. I'm pissed. I have my lock of the week was Dolphins covering the spread at 4.5. They went by 4. Dolphins win 21-17. The only reason to watch a Dolphins game is because of Achane. That's the only reason to watch. He's explosive. He's one of the best backs in the league. He's insane. But
he's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's really good. And you know what? Shout out to Tyler Shook. He's just chucking the ball now. He's not lacking confidence. He is throwing the ball like Jacoby Brissett is in these fucking games. And I mean, if you're New Orleans, why not go on every 4th down, shoot what you got? Like you're not gonna fucking be good.
Why not man? It's like if you're not gonna make it in the playoffs, just say fuck it and just go for it on 4th down.
For every team that has 3 wins and less, why not just go for everything? Like seriously. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, Cleveland, why the fuck are they not just going on 4th down every time with Shedeur Sanders? Like, why not, right? Like, who gives a fuck? All right, Rams-Panthers. We just kind of briefed this one in, but this was insane. Rams were 9.5-point favorites. I think that may have honestly jumped. This was obviously, we had these lines in the week before, so I think that line might have got the double digits, but Panthers win 31-29. Stafford, 2 interceptions. Devontae still is a red zone machine. It's his... Yeah. It's insane. I texted you this. His touchdown to like pass or receiving yards ratio must be ridiculous because he doesn't get over 50 yards, but he's a red zone threat. He had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's insane. That's what I was saying to you, man. Like he's gonna get fucking. He's gonna have 20 touchdowns with 500 receiving yards.
I know. And then Bryce Young just efficient. 3 touchdowns, 15 for 20, and then that Stafford pick 6. That was the difference in this game.
Yeah, it was. It's just the 2 picks were bad throws. He should not have thrown those balls.
And like, man, like I think last podcast and every news channel up into this week was like Rams are best team in the NFL by far. Like they're a perfect team, defense everywhere throughout, offense. They'll get down the field every single time. And then this win, I mean, I still think obviously, they're 9-3. It's still one of the best teams in football, but that's just definitely the biggest upset of the weekend. That was crazy.
Yeah, dude, he has 689 yards and he has 14 touchdowns.
God, Jesus Christ.
His longest...
Like 1,400. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got 14 touchdowns and 600 yards. It's insane.
That's nuts. All right, 49ers, Browns. They win. 49ers win 26-8.
I was wrong.
Sanders had moments. I mean, I think he had a solid game. Nothing crazy.
McCaffrey's just a beast.
He's a beast. And Judkins had 90-plus yards, which is good. But, yeah, I mean... The 49ers, man, people don't really talk about that. NFC West is fucking insane.
The NFC West is gauntlet.
It's crazy. And shout out the 49ers. They have so many injuries on defense with Frank Warner and Bosa, but they're finding ways, man. But that offense, I mean, Purdy, definitely a better scrambler than Mac Jones. And I mean, obviously, that Panthers game, he was seeing ghosts out there, but still has a confidence to throw the ball. And CMC arguably should be like MVP. Like, he's so fucking good.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Jaguars Titans. This was never a debate. Jags win 25-3. Trevor 2 touchdowns. ETN decided not to listen to us again.
Horrible.
Yeah, he got me like 2 points in fantasy. Yeah, it's a nothing game. I mean, Titans got nothing. Jags defense was smothering Titans, and Jags now 8-4. Man, like this AFC playoff picture is getting interesting. I mean, it already was interesting, but now it's getting kind of fucked.
It's ridiculous now.
All right, let's get to the afternoon games here, or the late afternoon games. Vikings Seahawks. We kind of already talked about it.
Yeah, it's a boring game, and like fucking. I was listening to the broadcast before, and they were saying that, you know, if you're Justin Jefferson, do you request a trade next year? You really hope that. And like, did you hear what Kevin McConnell's comments on JJ McCarthy were?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He's like, oh, it seems like he's like stuck in the cement. I'll have to pull up the actual thing because like what he said.
That's hilarious if he said that. I respect the hell of him for that.
Yeah. He said something along the lines of JJ McCarthy and interceptions, and he's just obviously not happy. And I think with Minnesota, what they've seen Kevin O'Connell do with Kirk Cousins, with Sam Darnold, with all these other quarterbacks, and you look at these quarterbacks who go out and are Daniel Jones is now thriving, fucking Darnold's playing well. You know, it's just I don't know. But
dude, Justin Jefferson finished with 4 yards. At one point, he had minus 4 yards at one point. Jefferson. He finished with 4.
Yeah.
And let's see.
You're not going to keep a receiver of that caliber happy.
JSN only had 23. That's crazy. That was a Seattle defense and Minnesota offense being that dog shit.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we'll do Raiders Chargers and end with the Bills, obviously, just because Raiders Chargers. Chargers win 31-14. 2 touchdowns for Bowers. Vidal, another great game. Herbert was solid, but he left the game with an injury. Sergio has left hand. We'll see if he can play his non-throwing hand. And yeah, dude, I mean, I was hyping up Genchi for a while now, but he's just kind of mid now. He's just, I don't know. That O-line is horrible, but at the same time, it's just, they are giving him like 15, 20 carries a game, and he's getting like 35 yards. Yeah, now they are, but still, he's getting like 35 yards. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's different in the NFL.
It is.
You're not playing at fucking Boise State where you play Arizona State fucking twice a year.
Yeah. All right, man. Ready to talk about why you're here? Why we got our smiles on our faces? Bills and Steelers?
Let's start with the negatives, though. Turnovers will for real ruin this goddamn football team. The interception, Josh Allen just tried to force throw, and then James Cook makes himself fumble by hitting his knee on the ball, and I thought for real we were going to lose the goddamn Steelers and go to 7-5. But we did not. Rodgers playing with a cast on his hand is just insane. You can't hand the ball off to the left, which is crazy. And that one sack he took on Bosa fucking in the start of the second half was insane.
That was a game changer. It
was absolute game changer. Christian Benford played well. The entire defense played pretty well, to be honest. And like DK Metcalf is still a great wide receiver, and they pretty well held him down. No real big boom plays on a team where, you know, Jalen Warren's a pretty good running back in the league, and it would have been a Jalen Warren coming out party if, you know, the only kind of big offensive plays for Pittsburgh was near the end of the game when they threw the ball to Isaiah Washington twice. That's kind of the only 2 big gains that they got. It's like he's 6'7", 300 pounds. My dad saw him. He's like, that's a tight end? He had fucking 3 guys to take him down. Darnell Washington. Yeah, he's a fucking take. And also, I wrote this down. I just want to say shout out to Ryan Van Denmark at left tackle and Alec Anderson at right tackle, who filled in for Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown. Yeah, shout out to them, except Alec Anderson. Fucking listen to the snap count. Let's have 3 false starts in the first quarter. Fucking chill out, dude. Act like you've been there. Yes. But then they established the run. I mean, James Cook, I don't know how many yards he finished with, like 150 or something. Ty Johnson was insane. Ray Davis was nuts. Ray Davis only had 44 rushing yards going into that game. Jesus Christ. The Bills set a stadium record for most rushing yards in a game in Pittsburgh. I think it was like since like 1970 or something like that. Josh Allen, all-time QB leader in rushing touchdowns past Cam Newton for I think was 79. And yeah, man, they just fucking established a run. James Cook, and it was every time. And this is where Tony Romo can be so annoying sometimes. I mean, it was nice because the Bills were winning, but it was just like,
here's the play again. And it was Josh, and then it was just James Cook bouncing to the outside and gaining like 12 yards every fucking time. But yeah, I mean, then it was great seeing Keon Coleman getting that touchdown, big confidence boost after being scratched twice. He had another big catch later in the game. But yeah, man, I like how they got
Brandon Cooks involved. Brandon Cooks looks like he could get some separation compared to our other wide receivers, so that's good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about this game next week already.
Yeah, Bills, Bengals, and Joe Burrow's back. It's in Buffalo at least, which is good. But yeah,
take the over. Take the over.
Yes. And I love Josh Young because he apparently he's like such a known like shit talker, and him and Cam and Hayward were just going
at Hayward. Cam, who is like 37 years old and an absolute unit. And after Josh threw the touchdown to Keon, Cam Hayward, standing in front of his face, calls him a pussy ass fucking bitch. And Josh Allen just stands in front of him, screams, yeah, like 3 times. I was like, God, you
love it.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Love it. But yeah, man, we needed that win.
We needed that win bad.
We needed that. That was bad. That was a good one. Yeah, Rodgers didn't look like himself. I don't know why he even played that game. I mean, he just got lit up. And yeah, that was the game we needed. And apparently I saw a notification that apparently Mike Tomlin was getting booed at the end of the game.
For the entire fourth quarter, they got booed.
They were getting booed. Oh yeah. Again, we're filming. I don't have the game on, but we're filming the night of the Broncos Commanders game, which Kalen's pick is the Broncos. I'd be shocked if the Broncos didn't win this game. You never know. And then Monday night we had the Giants, Patriots, and I'll say go Patriots. So they kind of hopefully flip.
It's a trap game. It's a trap game. They're gonna lose.
All right, let's get to Week 14. Rifle off these picks. Cowboys at Lions. Lions are 6-point favorites in Detroit. You got the Cowboys.
Jack's gonna hate me.
I mean, hottest team in football. What can you do? The over at 54.5 is hilarious.
You know, Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna go off. Jahmyr Gibbs will go off in this game. But CeeDee Lamb and George, this is gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah, for sure. Colts at Jags. Colts are 3-point favorites. I like the Jags here too, to be honest. Colts are kind of imploding, and Jags can figure it out at home. I like the Jags.
Yeah, I like the Jags. I'm starting to not trust I can't trust the Colts when your quarterback says yes, I'll play on a fractured fibula.
Yeah. Sorry, the Caitlin's pick. But yeah, Bengals at Bills. Bills are 7-point favorites, 53.5 over under, and Tay has got the Bills.
Yeah, Tay took the Bills. No reason other than just, she confirmed Balnor. She's at 8-1. This is ridiculous.
All right. And now this is actually works. So Kaylin has the Dolphins against the Jets. Dolphins are 3-point favorites. Kaylin, again, she has the Broncos. If the Broncos win, she'll be 4-5. She has a Dolphin. So first off, this is how long the message she's written me.
Oh my Lord.
I'm going Dolphins again because I stand by what I said. They just want to have fun, and it's winter energy. Their icon is a dolphin swimming through the sun, and I think that's a perfect example of the carefree and fun-loving vibes the Dolphins will bring to this game. They're playing against the Jets, and if you think about it, Jets fly in the sky, whereas the Dolphins, according to their photo, are literally on the sun. So the Jets are earthbound, where the Dolphins are basically intergalactic. From the ocean to the sun, there's no territory the Dolphins don't belong, and they're going to have the most fun doing it too. So Dolphins.
Yeah.
And that's funny. This is why we're perfect together.
She might be right about Tua's carefree football playing.
When I read carefree, I'm like, you know what? There's something there. And this is why we're perfect together, because my lock of the week, even though I took them last week, I got a bad 0.5 loss. I'm taking the Dolphins -3 against the Jets. I think HN is going to run all over the Jets. I think the game is in New York.
It's in New York, yeah.
It's in New York, but I still like the Dolphins covering that spread. I know they almost lost the game to the Saints, but I like the Falcons suck, the Jets suck.
I got the
HN's awesome.
I just got the over in the Bills game.
I like that. Yeah, 53.5. Saints Bucks. Bucks are 8.5-point favorites.
Bucks.
I like the Bucks, but I do like the Saints covering the spread at 8.5.
Oh, 8.5. Yeah, 8.5's not bad.
That's a big spread.
It feels like a game where the Bucks offense could hit their stride.
This could click. Yeah, it's in Tampa Bay. We'll see. Now I didn't realize this is going on. A lot of divisional games. Steelers at Ravens. Ravens in Baltimore. Baltimore are 6.5-point favorites. 47.5. I like the under for this game. you got the Steelers getting a huge AFC North win. Why you got the Steelers?
I just don't trust the Ravens, man. I don't trust Lamar right now. The way the Bills ran the ball on the Steelers today, the Steelers are going to basically say you can try and run the ball on us, but we want you to throw the ball. So they're going to do everything in their fucking power to stop Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And even
like the under for that.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Yeah.
47.5 is a lot.
It is a lot.
The under for the Titans Brown game's insane.
34.5. I like the Browns too. I don't hate the way Sanders has been playing, and I just think Myles Garrett might have 4 sacks this game.
Yeah, he's insane.
Cam Ward, and this is kind of a revenge game for fucking Sanders for falling out of the 5th, 6th round. So I like the Browns here. I definitely don't hate the under as well. Honestly, this game may be like a 12-7 game.
Yeah, so it's a horrible game.
Seahawks at Falcons. I honestly don't. Seahawks are 7.5 point favorites. I know it's in Atlanta. I don't hate the Seahawks covering the spread here. The Falcons stink.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Not much else in this game. Even though Darnold hasn't really been great the last few games, I think JSN and him will reconnect and he'll have his signature 150 for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree.
Commanders at Vikings.
Also
this is
a horrible game.
Horrible game. Vikings are 2.5 point favorites. I mean, Jane Dales might be back this game, so I don't know why Vikings, even without Jane Dales, I think I do like the Commanders as well. The Vikings stink. Like, they're horrible.
Yeah, it just depends on whether Justin Jefferson gets open or not. Then it's like, they could blow it open.
Yeah. All right. Big divisional game after that. Broncos at Raiders, 39.5 over under. Broncos are 8-point favorites. Just Broncos.
Yeah, I like the Broncos here, but I also feel like this could be one where that slips away from them. Like, I like the Broncos, but I wouldn't hate the Raiders at +8.
Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. Bears at Packers. This is the big divisional weekend. I love this game. Bears at Packers. Packers are 6.5 point favorites in Green Bay. Mikey and Joey Colton, let's have a bet for this one. I'm pumped to see the outcome. But you like the Bears getting the win in Lambeau.
Dude, I'm gonna keep picking the Bears till the wheels fall off. They're kind of a wagon.
They are kind of a wagon. And you know what? Love has finally kind of put 2 weeks. He's kind of put 2 weeks together recently, though. So we'll see if he can continue it against the Bears. But the Bears are riding hot, and Ben Johnson kind of knows what to do to kind of motivate this team. So we'll see. I like the Bears too. Rams at Cardinals. This is kind of a Stafford LA revenge game to me.
The Bears-Packers game for me is like a real test for the Bears, as opposed to the Eagles. It's like the Packers to me. Even though their offense may not be as hot, it's a divisional game. Their defense
Super Bowl
is unbelievable.
Yes.
Like, that's a real test.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, and then going back to Rams and Cardinals, Rams are 8.5 point favorites, 47.5. This is a kind of a get back right game for Stafford in this offense. I think they're gonna fucking light up the Cardinals.
You hope, man, but then Jacoby Brissett's gonna come out and throw fucking 40 times, and you better be ready. I like
the over for this game at 47.5. I like the over. Both QBs just fucking sling it.
Yeah.
Texans at Chiefs. This is a massive game. Chiefs are 5.5 point favorites. Kind of a must win for the Chiefs. 42.2 over under. You like the Chiefs at home at Arrowhead?
Yeah, but like the Texans are looking good right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Chiefs got to win, so I feel like they're gonna win.
Yeah.
I'll also probably
final
pick the
game
Chiefs till the wheels fall off.
Yeah. Final game, Monday Night Football, Eagles at Chargers. Eagles are only 2.5 point favorites. Unsure about the status of Herbert, obviously, at this point. But with Herbert playing, do you like the Chargers?
Yeah, with Herbert playing, I like the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have A.J. Brown go off 10 receptions, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and lose fucking 24-15.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our segment. So, lock of the week, like I said, I'm 8-5. I had the Dolphins 4.5 last week. They got 4, so that's 6.
Horrible.
But
3-10.
Dolphin, I'm 8-5. You're 3-10. I have the Dolphins -3 against the Jets. You have the Bills Bengals over at 53.5.
Yeah.
Bet the farm. I have it written here. I like doing my Wednesday night hockey kind of anytime goal scorers. I got Tage, Ovechkin, Rantanen, and Caulfield anytime. They've all been playing really good. Ovechkin's been fucking lighting the lamp, so I got that for my bet the farm.
My bet the farm I forgot to do, if I'm being honest. Just do basketball real quick. Take the Spurs, the Grizzlies, the Lakers, and then take Luka to have over 25, Reeves to have over 20, and DeAndre Ayton to have over 10 points. That's really not a lot. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to have to add some hockey onto here too. Oh, let's just add Monday Night Football. Let's do Stephon Diggs, Travion Henderson anytime. Do Stephon Diggs over 50. Hunter Henry over 30. Mac Hollins over 20.
There you go.
$5 to win 152.
There you go. All right, let's wrap it up with our commandments. Last week, not the best, but obviously we still have a decent record with low risk and some medium risk hitting the last few weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's rifle it off, Jackson. Our low risk, medium risk, high risk.
This is a full Ryan Ellis commandments because I was slacking today. I was really just focusing on putting notes on football. So Ryan has gone through and done the commandments, and I'm excited to read them out. Low risk, you're taking 3 picks. You got JSN over against the Falcons. We think he's going to bounce back. Darnold's going to find him. We also got Sam Darnold, 1+ passing touchdown. Going to find JSN. JSN's going to hit a fucking 80-yard touchdown, get you over. Then we got JT over against the Jags. I like that. I think it's going to be a tough game. He kind of needs to find his stride again. That offense does not function when he isn't. So that's your low risk. Medium risk, you add 2 onto that for a 5-pick parlay. You're taking Devon Achane over against the Saints. That's a lock.
Sorry, the Jets.
The Jets, that's a lock. Ryan fucked me over there. And then you're taking Cook over against the Bengals. So your medium risk is JSN over against the Falcons, Darnold 1+ passing touchdown, JT over against the Jags, Achane over against the Jets, and Cook over against the Bengals. You want to go full high risk, you're taking a 10-pick parlay, you're adding 5 onto the original 5. You're taking Judkins over against Tennessee. He might be that dude. Cook anytime against the Bengals. He's just a confirmed ball player. Love over against the Bears, been putting it together in recent weeks. Devontae anytime against the Cardinals, absolute lock whenever they get into the red zone. And AJ Brown over against the Chargers. He went off for 110 last week. That is your commandments. Be good, do good. God bless, and go Bills.
Yes, sir. And that's been episode 45 of the Buzz Mafia channel. A lot better, a lot more positive week. Bills win, Leafs go 2-1. So hopefully next time we record, we'll have a Bills win, and the Leafs just absolutely rifle off 3 divisional wins against Florida, Montreal, and Tampa. And who knows, maybe an away win against Carolina. That's a gauntlet we got coming up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know Florida is bottom of the standings right now, but still Florida. They have our number. But yeah, man, it's been a fun episode. Go check out Buds Mafia on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe. Go follow us on Spotify, as well as follow us to get all of our clips on X, Instagram, and TikTok. And thank you, everyone, again, for our Movember donations. Stay tuned and look at the stories for our postings, our runnings, and everything like that. We'll see you next time for episode 46.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it!